Set a timer stump.
He's already on it, dude. He's
really on
he's
it.
5 steps ahead of you. How's y'all's week been?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Anything interesting happen?
Well, you know everything that happened.
I know everything with you.
Well, it's been an interesting weekend for me also.
Continue.
And the Panthers lost, so.
Well,
Again.
well, what's new other than Alabama losing?
That's crazy.
That was
Not
great.
really. I told Ronnie before the Friday before the game. I said, Bama's gonna lose.
He posted laughing to the bank or something.
Yeah,
That shit was
he
hilarious.
posted on my story because Ronnie said if Alabama loses to Vanderbilt, he'd give me everything he owns, and he's not a man of his word. I see.
You know, actually, if we can get that video, I'll play it.
I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
I have that video.
But, well, what happened that was interesting with you? You don't want to dig in. You don't want to dig into
into
it.
that one.
Okay.
Not on the pod.
Nah,
Nothing.
can't get into mine either.
Well, I already have.
You
I
have.
already know all about it.
You have.
So
You
that's gonna be
wingmanned it.
great.
But me and Stump is on opposite ends.
Yeah.
His is looking real bad.
You
Mine's
guys are
looking
sitting
pretty
in
good.
on the dinner table, across from each other.
I'm cooked.
He's
I'm
cooked.
like burnt toast.
That sucks.
That's terrible, bud.
It'll be all right. It'll all work out.
Will it?
I mean, I hope.
I've had that mentality for the past 4 years.
Stump
It's
situation
working out
sounds a
for
little
you.
It is now.
rough. I'll ask myself how my week's been. It's been good.
Wait,
Thank you guys.
no,
I
Matthew, how was your
appreciate it.
week?
Yeah, how's
I
your
appreciate it.
weekend?
Thank you. It's been good. You know, just dealing with a lot of the anger and people being irritated about not having power still and not understanding.
People still don't have power around here?
Yeah, there's quite a few people that still
That's
don't
crazy.
have
If
power.
What
they
are
use
looking at?
that as an excuse not to work yet.
What are you looking
Oh
at?
yeah, all the time. But yeah, they use it all the time not to show up. To
Oh,
work,
that it
which,
kills me. It's like, oh, I got power. I can't come to work. What
To-
does that got to do with your car and getting to work?
Well, I mean, you don't want to go to work musty
to the extent I can understand it,
cold
but
shower.
still, I mean,
in the dark.
you got to make money, baby.
Yeah.
You got a flashlight on your phone. That's how I done it.
But I think the biggest
Right.
thing that's frustrating about it is all the people down here who are just very
hold on,
selfish. Oh,
The Panthers lose their starting center for the
it just keeps getting worse and worse.
whole year.
That's breaking news, live news.
Yeah, it just was live on here too. But I'd say the worst thing about all this is all the how greedy and selfish people are acting. You know, you have people that are down here and they're complaining that they don't have power and they're complaining they can't find milk or water and stuff like that. But you look at our area compared to North Carolina
Yeah.
and how
How lucky we
Oh,
are.
North Carolina's
yeah.
terrible.
lucky we are, and they're so just selfish and no respect for one another anymore. Everybody's so self-centered around each other and themselves.
Every time something happens like this, everybody goes on a frenzy and they
Yeah,
don't think
people-
about really nobody but themselves, and they go and buy so many things and take out of stock when other people might need it more. And just like when COVID happened, everybody started buying toilet paper, milk, and
Yeah.
it kind of left everybody else. And
And that causes everybody else to panic by too. You know,
Literally everybody. And then on top of the hurricane, the port strike.
yeah,
That scared everybody.
which that's over now,
It's
right?
over now.
Yeah, that
I
was.
heard they got I think it was a 6% increase.
Yeah.
But I also saw someone posted, they said that it went from $38 an hour to $69 an hour.
That's a big jump.
That's more than a 6% increase.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. How long do they work a day?
I don't know.
Like 8 hour,
Probably
10 hour,
10
14 hour shift?
I don't know.
Probably
See,
10 hour
that's
shifts.
another thing that bothers me about people. You're already making over $30 an hour, and there's people out here working for minimum wage, and you're pitching a fit. Like, do people not understand how worse you could have it?
My thing with minimum wage is, though, if you're like 28 and you're still working a minimum wage job, you're probably just lazy.
Yeah, it's
Because-
only the problem.
Maybe
with
not.
yourself.
Maybe not right now because not many places are hiring because it's an election this year. But like any other time, you can find a job in any factory. We live in an area that's filled with factories.
Hell, for years everywhere was hiring. It's just
Yeah.
everybody was living off of those.
People's living off the government.
What are they called? Those dang checks.
Stimulus checks.
Yeah, the stimulus checks. Everybody was living off of that, and doing all that.
Oh, did,
There's somebody outside.
did y'all hear about FEMA or
Yeah,
whatever?
FEMA.
FEMA's out of
Yeah.
money.
Apparently, they're stealing like stuff from people.
You know what's crazy? I put that on our board to talk about, but I deleted it.
Dang.
But it
See,
works. It works.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I seen where they're stealing, or I wouldn't say stealing, but they're taking the product that's being donated and they're the ones giving it out, not letting the people who's bringing it in give it out.
I also heard that the government's completely out of money for hurricane aid.
Yeah.
Which is really unfortunate because this hurricane that's about to hit Florida is going to be devastating.
It's a Category 5.
Yeah.
They were projecting it to be a Category 4.
It's projected landfall at a Category 3.
Yeah.
Which is, hopefully, that's the best case.
Yeah, but it just went up to Category 5,
But
and it's
I
going
don't
to be
know.
out
I'm
of
gonna be honest
aviation.
with you.
Worse than what it was.
If you
expecting
look
to
at
be.
this hurricane, if you look at it on a satellite map, it doesn't look like a hurricane.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird.
It's not typical hurricane
Like
shape.
you can't see the eye of the hurricane.
You know, like
Yeah.
Katrina. If you've ever seen a picture of Hurricane Katrina, it was a perfect circle.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
hurricane is you don't see the center
It's
of it.
because of how it developed. It developed right there
developed
on
in the Gulf.
Yeah, right there on the Gulf.
Right
and it
beside
didn't-
Mexico.
And I'm guessing it didn't strengthen up to where it is forming naturally, so it's formed.
Well, it's a little concerning because
Well, if it
this
formed
storm-
in hot, like warm water, then it's gonna be worse.
well, it is forming in warm water, and this storm is. It seems like it's unpredictable right now because I saw a prediction today that has it going over Florida and then turning up and going up the East Coast and hitting the coast of southern North Carolina.
They're also saying that it's supposed to be record storm surge.
We just had record storm
Which
surge,
I mean,
which
yeah,
is
we
crazy.
just had them, but like for Florida, like
Yeah.
think about it. If the storm surge is really bad on both sides, I mean, water could.
It's supposed to be a Category 3 over the entire state, and then when it goes back into the Atlantic, it's going to be a Category 1 and hit one of southern North Carolina or North Florida.
Round 2.
Did y'all
Fight.
hear about the conspiracy theory that's going on?
What is that?
They're saying the government put dry ice in the hurricane.
Dry ice.
To make it stronger.
In 1980, they tested it apparently, and if you put dry ice in the storm of the hurricane, it makes everything like 10 times worse.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
It strengthens it. But
It
I heard
strengthens
somebody say that they put 180 pounds of dry ice. In my opinion, 180 pounds of dry ice isn't going to make that much of a difference.
You'd be surprised.
I don't think that's not that much.
It doesn't take that much when it's dry ice, though.
I mean, yeah.
They've been saying for years that the government's been manipulating weather.
But
and
it's just
controlling
kinda
it.
Do you think
crazy.
the government can manipulate weather?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
I know
Absolutely.
they can.
They
But
do it
it's-
over there.
They proved it.
Yeah, they do it over there, and
In
don't
Dubai,
they
they do
make? Yeah,
it.
and they make rain. Yeah. and they made a. They caused their own flood or something
Yeah.
a few.
They did it
months ago
intentionally.
or something.
They did it intentionally because they were in such a severe drought.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
It's
they
just
needed it.
crazy to me how this close to election year, and the hurricane is going right over, like the reddest part of Florida. How is that? There's no way that's just circumstance
Circumstance?
or
There's a coincidence.
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 Yeah.
There's no way that's a circumstance. That's
I
funny.
got my words mixed up.
Speaking of all that, according to Kamala Harris, everybody's aid that they're supposed to be getting is only like $750.
But
Yeah, but she can send $8 billion to Ukraine the same day.
Yeah, exactly. What?
he said it. I didn't have to.
Yeah.
But I can't stand fucking politics, dude.
I know.
Like, it
I'm
seems
ready
like
for
they
this
care
election to be
more
over.
about the people around us than they actually care about us.
You know what I want to do? I just want to disconnect from it all and just go homestead.
Yeah, let's
If
do
I
it.
could financially
I don't
afford
wanna
to
live off the
homestead,
grid.
oh, that'd be so awesome, dude. If
I
could
say
just,
that, but like at the same time.
well, I mean, it's a lot of work, but if you have everything,
it's not
you
even
have,
the work.
No.
If you can live off of your own land and do everything on your
Yeah.
own, like obviously it's going to be work, but I don't think I would enjoy that lifestyle.
Well, I mean, if you adapt to like modern homesteading,
guess I won't have
you
a-
you could have a place that
Sorry.
talking. You could have a place that is just as equipped as a house.
I mean,
just
yeah.
a normal house, and you just have to do more efforts and more work to supply your needs. Like if I could just buy solar panels, have a nice, decent sized storage building, and just turn it into a house, that'd be so awesome. That'd be so cool. Just live out
I
on
wouldn't
like
mind
20
living in a
acres of
barn
land. And where?
A barn dominium.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those things are really nice.
They're really nice.
What do they look like? I don't know if I'm familiar with it.
Just pop a picture up.
It's really just like a big barn made
It's
into
like
a house with
yeah.
a huge wraparound fence. I mean,
okay.
fence, porch.
What's wrong with you?
He's
don't know.
kerfuffled.
Bro.
It's all of that stuff that's going on.
Yeah. This is
I've
how
been
I was.
sick for like a week.
This
too.
is how I was the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. You're really bad yesterday.
We're trying to talk.
Bro, I can't help it.
You know, this is perfect for that. I'm talking, please. Sound familiar?
Sounds familiar.
That was elite. But
What was really bad
The
yesterday?
best part of that debate was whenever he told Kamala he was gonna start sending her MAGA hacks, and she's starting to steal all of his policies.
that's funny. That's great.
Oh, and she changed her. What's the word?
I don't know. You tell us.
What is going on with
She
me?
changed what?
She
Her
changed like the
pain?
Her accent?
accent. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She had a she went to, where did she go? I think it was Texas, and she had like a country accent.
She walked down there.
Then she went somewhere else the other day and had a Latina accent. I'm like,
Oh, dang.
She's versatile.
she's
Yeah, she's getting connected to the people.
she was
Exactly.
West Indian, now she's
She better not be
African
West Indian.
American.
She says, "Now y'all get
I'm
out,
West Indian.
Y'all get
That's
out there and
disrespectful.
vote for me."
She's Russian, African American, West Indian.
Damn.
I mean, she's a woman of the people.
Damn.
Thanks.
That's crazy. You can identify as 485 things in today's world.
I know. This world is very scary.
You know what? I'm identifying as a billionaire. Who's stopping me?
Your bank account?
I think that's the first time I've been flamed on here. It's usually me doing the flaming. Damn it. I'm going to have to rebound from that. I'll get you eventually.
I know you
Well,
will.
actually, I technically already have.
One.
It's just we can't talk about it.
Oh, yeah, we can't.
Yeah. Well, I
We're
wouldn't
gonna
say I
talk about
got
it.
you. I just,
mean, we could.
I boosted them.
No, we
I
can't.
boosted them.
You would have got the stuff out by then. By this comes out.
Yeah, probably. But let me make sure it goes right before we say something.
Let him make sure it goes right before it goes wrong. Well, what do you guys think about how everybody's acting with all this crap going on?
Terrible. I don't.
I
This has
think
made me
people-
realize
I
how
think-
much I don't like people.
I
With-
think people just need to chill out.
With the world practically being at war with everybody.
That's another thing. That
The election, the storms, the disasters. It's just made me realize how crappy people are.
yeah,
Especially with me having to work out
you work retail.
with people.
I just don't understand why when stuff happens like this, everybody goes into panic. Like, I understand, like there's people underwater and like people that actually need help, but the people that are being dramatic about everything and making it harder for like the National Guard and stuff to get to the people that actually need help, it just makes the situation just 10 times worse. Like, people are practically just begging for attention just to get attention. And to get on the news for no reason.
Did you see that one woman that went on a rant on TikTok? She was supposed to go. What's that town called that got washed away?
Are you talking about Chimney Rock?
Yeah.
Or
So she had a
whatever it is?
vacation scheduled to go there.
Oh, yeah.
And she lives on the east side of North Carolina.
Yeah.
And she was on TikTok complaining that they wouldn't give her a refund because the town got washed away.
Yeah.
What
Her
is wrong? Why are
Airbnb-
people so self-centered? Like,
Yeah, her Airbnb
There's
got
more things to worry
ruined.
about than getting your damn money back.
The house washed away. It turned into a river where the house was, and
Yep.
she was complaining about wanting her money back because it was expensive.
Hell, bro, make the best of it. She can go tubing.
People just think too much about themselves nowadays.
Damn, bro, it caused a damn earthquake.
If you move your foot, it's going to do the same thing.
Didn't happen.
You feel it?
No.
Do it again.
Yeah, see, you
It
pushed.
kind of felt like a Category 5 over here.
Yeah. Logan's a category 6.
Yeah, he broke the scale.
What scale? The weather scale or the weight scale?
Both.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh,
Hey,
damn.
Dak Prescott.
No, but it just shows you, like, how people are. Like, people don't
Shows-
care about other people anymore.
Shows the true side of people.
Yeah.
I was always raised in like the 90s
No, you
or
don't.
the 80s.
You kind of.
The world was so much different back then.
Yeah, we said we talked about that 3 weeks ago on that podcast. I think we talked about it'd be a simpler time to grow up in, but
Yeah, but
Well, see-
you still had bad people back then. It's just not as.
I hate when
out there.
parents are over here saying that y'all grew up in the easiest, century and this that. No, we didn't.
oh, fiddlesticks.
This has been the hardest generation to grow up in.
I am hard.
Yo.
So's he.
I said, "Oh, fiddlesticks."
But no, this has been legit the hardest generation to grow up in.
You-
And it's because the world has just, I don't know.
right now, because I can't afford a house right now.
Nobody can.
Womp.
Well,
Unless
Matthew's
you're
got
like a
house.
millionaire.
Matthew's got a house.
How tough is it to make payments on your house, be honest?
Oh boy.
Well, he identifies as a billionaire, so it's probably
Yeah,
not
it's
hard.
easy.
But I mean, you do have three kids, a wife,
A dog.
a dog.
Look at the dog, bro.
I know. Sweet
She's just
puppy.
What a
Vibing.
dog
Um,
do?
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to afford bills, but I make do. That's one thing that really irritates me. You have all these people that are out here, oh, I just can't afford it. And I'm like, shut up.
Get off your ass and go to work.
I bought a house when I was 18. Well, yeah, I was 18 making $10.25 an hour. Shut up.
Yeah, bud, but the housing market was completely different when you
Okay,
was 18.
but cool.
That was damn near 10 years ago, Grandpa.
No, it wasn't. It was,
It was
6
8 years ago. You're 26.
Oh, damn.
Let's see. 18,
You don't count
19.
18.
19, 20. 1, 2, 3,
It's
4,
been 8
5.
years.
Damn.
It's been 8 years. 8 years ago, it was a different administration when you bought a house. Stuff was cheaper.
Wow.
Way better administration.
Time just
It was Barack Obama.
gone.
Wait.
You know what we need to be doing?
I mean, his
Back
Yeah.
to the future.
Houses weren't as expensive when he was in office.
We paid.
he wasn't that bad.
Whenever we got our first mortgage, we paid $82,000 for that house.
You ain't finding a house in that condition for $82,000 anymore.
Yeah.
You couldn't even buy the freaking bathroom off of one for $82,000.
Yeah.
You
But
couldn't
still,
go take
like-
a leak in the house for $82,000.
I mean, still, like, you look at the times and compare them to each other. The wage people are getting paid now, which if you look around, you can find okay deals on a house. Nothing great.
Yeah, but
You
it'll
can find
fix her
something,
upper 9
but-
times out of 10.
Yes, but what I'm saying is the people who really want to get off their hindquarters, they could do it.
Oh, don't forget. Kamala's going to change it when she gets in office. Don't worry.
Shit, I hope, because I'm looking to buy a new house here in a few
Day
years.
one.
Damn.
Day
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, all of us
Remember?
here.
She said she was going to do all this day one. Motherfucker,
Wasn't that
day
3
one
years
was
ago?
3.5 years ago. What do you mean day one?
Oh, not for her.
She can make changes in office.
All she has to do is help sign a bill and get Joe on board with it. So,
Hell,
to my understanding,
Joe's sleeping 24/7. She's practically running the damn country right now.
Hey, you guys leave Joe alone. He put on a Trump hat the other day. That
Yeah,
man-
W. Joe.
that-
you know, he turned
Whoa!
into he turned
No.
into one of the, I wouldn't say most hated, because I mean it's
he
hard. to,
was one of the most hated presidents
but
of all
like
time.
it seems like
I
the
mean-
past few months everybody's just kind of chill.
because
Well,
they don't
it's
care.
because, have you not realized, like, he went on an interview basically saying this whole presidency, like, people has been controlling whatever he does. He hasn't
Yeah.
been able to do what he wants since he got in office.
But
he,
he's just been-
probably can do what he wants to do. He
He's
probably
just been
gets
going
up
on
there.
stage and going on rants.
Yeah,
He's just
probably.
living his best life right now.
That's basically what he said. He says, people has been making my decisions for me.
But this is the best he's looked since he's been in office, in my opinion, and talked.
Yeah,
He's talking normal.
It's because he stepped away from it all.
Yeah.
He hasn't, if you notice, like,
What's-
he's addressed a few things, but media-wise and everything else, he's kind of fully stepped away
I feel
from
like
it.
he's low-key throwing disses at Kamala.
Yes.
Have you seen
Of
the
course.
stuff
After he
he's been-
after he put the Trump hat on the next
No, but
day,
he didn't even tell him to put it on.
I know.
He told him to sign it,
Yeah.
and he put the hat on.
He said, "You want to see me wear it?" And he put it on. And then the next day, he was
He
walking
was
up
on
the
Air
steps.
Force One.
Yeah, he was walking up the steps to Air Force One, and he had a red hat in his hand.
Like, I feel like he's low-key throwing just disses out.
I don't think he likes her. and I think that she feels like he did her dirty.
I've
Which,
said
I
this
mean-
since day one.
Well, if he didn't,
the reason he got in office is so they can manipulate him.
Well, yeah.
if he didn't like her, why did he select her?
They probably forced him to, so they
I don't
can
know,
manipulate.
because he didn't like her when they debated the first time. He debated her for the Democratic, whatever.
He should have made a gut decision and trusted it.
Who else would he have
Speaking
chose?
of that, did y'all watch the vice president debate?
Yeah, that was the most professional
That
debate
is the
I've
most
ever seen.
professional debate I've seen in recent history.
It needs to be opposite, dude.
It should
Vince
be.
and Tim Walz, they need to be the
It
ones
should
running.
be,
and
but-
Trump and Kamala
Not
need
Tim
to be-
Walz.
Well, I
But
mean,
see,
I'm
that-
saying though, it needs to be opposite.
That
Yeah.
debate showed me a lot. That we can all disagree on stuff, but still agree on some things. 'Cause there was some topics that they were like, oh yeah, I completely agree. And
Yeah. Well, Trump is very childish when it comes to how he talks.
He's not a great public speaker.
He's
Well,
not
he's
a
not a
he's not a
politician.
great person either. I mean,
he's
nobody
not a
can.
politician.
If
that's
you
why.
sit here and say Trump's a great person,
Business.
you know you're lying. He's not the best
I mean,
guy.
we don't know him as a person.
I
Well,
wouldn't say-
his public image isn't like the best,
Well, yeah,
and that's why
because
people don't like. That's
the-
why people don't
that's
like him.
'cause
That's
the
kind of hard to
media-
say with now because seeing all the stuff. I mean, he's
Well,
been going
right
out
now,
to North
yeah.
Carolina.
Since he's been
and
like running for president, doing the presidential stuff, he's became a better person.
Well,
But
that's
his
why
past,
I hate the way the world is now because they only put out of stuff they want people to see, not what the actual truth is.
Like, I don't care who someone votes for. It doesn't bother me. Obviously,
oh
I have
fuck! Don't get me started.
I have who I want to win. But if you vote for the other person, I don't care.
I
But
mean, it's a life
don't
or
vote
death thing
on.
at this point.
Don't vote for if you care what they did 50 years ago. Just because the dude was in a strip club throwing ones 15, 20 years ago.
Trump.
They're people just hate.
They do.
They
I don't
find
know.
something to hate everybody on.
That's there's gonna be every situation there's always gonna bring back the past, no matter who it is or what it is.
I just want no tax on overtime.
Fact.
don't matter for me on salary.
Well, it don't matter to us no more. Hell,
It will
you guys
by
ain't
that
even
time.
getting
by
overtime
that
or
time,
anything.
yeah. But when
It will by then. By the time the bill
You guys will
passed,
eventually get back to where you're getting overtime.
we'll pick back up. It's just right now. It's
Bill
just winter.
said right now January is not looking good, but maybe by then we'll be back to.
I'm sure you guys will pick back up because, like I said a few weeks ago, you guys slowing down and stepping back on production is going to cause you guys to fall behind in the long run.
No,
That's just how.
it won't be like that because the reason we're falling behind is because other companies' sales are down.
Yeah, but their sales are going to go down, and y'all are
But
going
they're
to fall
gonna go
behind.
back
But then
up.
they're going to shoot up.
I don't think we will go behind because it seems like to me they're trying to stock up on work. So for like the first 4 months of next year, we don't got to work as much overtime,
True.
and they don't got to spend as much money in the first quarter.
You guys are there, so it's easy for you guys to see it and
I've been
kind of
there
know
long
it and
enough
stuff.
to know how that
So,
place works.
But is that a gut feeling?
It is. It's a gut feeling. It's like
You ever had a gut feeling where you trusted your gut?
Yeah, I'll say my guts never failed me.
It's never failed the McDonald's menu either.
Hey, true that.
McDonald's hates to see you coming.
Thanks.
It ain't bada
They
bada
shut
bada. They said damn.
They shut the drive-through down. They see my truck coming.
What do they
Like,
do when they
"Aw,
see Aaron?
damn."
Huh? What do they do when they see Aaron?
Oh, they don't even take his order.
They're like, throw everything down, guys. He's ordering one of everything.
Imagine you worked at a fast food restaurant and saw Aaron coming. You'd be terrified.
Hell.
You wouldn't see him.
My
You would
boy,
feel
get
him.
the double fryer going.
Bro, why are we hating on Aaron? Aaron's not
Oh,
even
it's
on
just-
here. Nobody knows what Aaron looks like.
Oh, y'all will see eventually. Don't worry.
Trust me, you'll see.
The
You can't miss him.
the only two things from what I understand about Aaron that you need to know about him is here's the two. One, you'll hear him coming, and two, you'll see him.
If you
And
don't
there's a
see
three.
him, you'll hear him. If you don't
There's a
hear him,
three.
you'll see him.
You'll feel him coming. You'll feel the ground under you.
I'll just put it this way: he's kind of like a mix between me and Logan.
No.
Inbred bastards.
Inbred.
So it's like if you guys had a baby.
Pretty
No,
much.
I couldn't be because Aaron's bigger than both of us. He's taller than me. He's like 6'4",
I don't know,
500.
y'all are about the same size.
He's a lot taller than me.
He's like maybe an inch or two taller.
But I look at him like this when I'm talking to him.
No, he's only 6'1".
You know, we all here have big guts, but I think we need to learn to trust our gut feeling a little more.
I typically do unless I'm talked out of it. Like, I've been talked out of trusting my gut.
I should have
Few
trusted my
times.
gut this whole time, but I didn't.
I think I'm going to start devoting more trust into mine.
Yeah, as you
I don't
should.
know. I feel like, hold on, let me get this right. I feel like when you get a gut feeling, it's not always coincidence. There we go. Okay.
I was about to say it's not always. What was the word?
We
you
had a
used earlier?
We had a geography teacher in high school. You know what his phrase was?
What's that?
It's not a coincidence. It's geography.
Oh, what a guy!
He was the worst teacher I've ever
That
had.
sounds like a teacher though. Like
That's so corny.
it's not science; it's science.
Your geography teacher. Crazy guy, huh?
Crazy guy.
We went to different schools, so
I didn't even have a geography teacher.
why not?
I don't know.
You didn't make it that far.
I guess I didn't make
Dude,
it
I
that far.
kid you not. The way this dude would teach class, he was like 6'4", 6'5", and he had one of those little things that you can bring down.
Yeah.
Dude, when he would turn around and like read stuff off of it, it was hilarious because his head would go over it and the thing would just go past his head, so you couldn't see nothing above his shoulders. His whole head was going just talking to us.
Damn.
You know, you really made it.
How so?
You got a good job.
Yeah.
You didn't finish school.
Yeah.
You got a family.
Yeah.
You're doing good.
Thank you.
You know, you get promoted. It seems like once a year now.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty crazy. It's,
But he's just climbing up the ladder as fast as possible.
Bro. I am at 26 years old.
You're doing a lot better than most 26-year-olds, and you have no high school diploma. That's so impressive to me.
And Buddy looks pissed.
I trust my. No, I'm just thinking.
No, I'm talking about Logan.
No. You know what I could say about that? Whenever I made the decision to drop out of school, I trusted my gut.
See?
I really thought, I was like, I'm going to stay stuck in school for another 2.5 years. And then when I get out of school, I'm going to have to go back into school and get my GED. So what's the point?
Oh, there was no.
What's the point? I
There
figured
was-
I'd just go ahead, start my life, knock things out, get stuff taken care of, and wha-bam!
There was
Here we
no
are.
way I was dropping out of school early. My whole family thought school was like everything.
See, my
School's
family's
not
the same
everything.
way.
For certain people, it is.
For certain people, it is. Like, if you want to be a doctor
Yeah.
or a lawyer, I
Yeah.
think you need to go to school. But if you want to be like,
Yeah, but
I don't think a teacher needs 4 years of school. Put them in the classes that they need. They don't need to take math class to learn how to teach kindergartners. You can
see,
teach
my
simple
thing
math.
is the way society puts the image that you need to go to college in order to do this, that, and which in reality you really don't. Because people make fun of YouTubers and whatever else. There's this YouTuber I watch, Rug. He said he had an art teacher or whatever? I don't remember what teacher it was. But they told him that he would never amount to anything because he couldn't do good in school. And that dude's net worth is probably 10, 20 times more than what
You know how good he probably feels, too,
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at all
Oh,
those
he
people
said it
that
feels
dissed him.
amazing.
Yeah.
I'm the same way, though. I mean, I'm sure there's people that all of us, I'm sure there's people that look at us as like they didn't go to college or failures.
You know how many of my friends have told me that I was stupid for even doing this podcast?
Yeah, I mean,
Because it was never going to work.
but
You
the thing,
serious?
And I can't wait for the day that this blows up.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you one thing. If they're friends telling you that it is
Yeah, exactly.
stupid that you didn't, they ain't friends.
the thing about
I've
it,
been
like
telling you that, a lot of my friends aren't real friends. Like, they don't act like it half the time.
my cousin called me earlier and he found the podcast.
I hope they watch this.
He found the podcast and he was watching it and he said, "Bro, like, it's actually entertaining. It's not boring." And I was like, "Thank you. That's nice to hear."
Yeah, it is good to hear.
And people are like randomly finding it, which is good.
That's very good.
Well,
means
I mean,
it's
like
getting
I
out there.
said, I wasn't expecting this to be like an overnight thing.
Yeah.
But to have friends that are already, doubting
But like I told
know.
him earlier,
They ain't
we
friends.
come over here and hang out anyway. We sit down and talk. Why not record it and hold a mic?
Yep.
It like it was a little awkward at first being on camera. I still don't like hearing my voice
I do.
playback. I thought we were gonna make it a full episode with no sustenance from you.
Oh, okay. Don't say anything else.
No, continue.
Well, I mean, you know, all the people that are hating, they're the ones that's not putting forth the effort to make anything. out
Yeah,
of
all
their
the
life.
people that are hating are the people that want to work 9 to 5 jobs the rest of their life.
Exactly.
And that's cool. You know, we need 9 to 5 workers
If
in
that.
this world. Yeah.
A lot of the people that hate are the
But-
people that are pissed off
I
they
mean,
can't do nothing.
I'm a 9 to 5 worker right now. All of us are. We all work those style jobs, and this world has to have that to function. Not everybody.
I mean,
in the world,
I don't want my body to have to go through that for another 50 years.
has been through enough.
I can hear Stump now bending down. Oh, buddy.
He don't bend
Dude,
far.
I'm telling you, like, I'm 21, and when I've been down, I've never heard so much creaks, cracks.
It's just because you're fat.
Okay.
Damn.
He tried to tell
That
me
was
the other
hard.
day. He tried to
He
tell me
said
the
it's
other
because
day.
you're
Dang,
fat.
You're calling me fat?
Hold on. He tried to tell me the other day he wasn't obese. He said obese isn't the right
He
word.
said, no, I'm not.
He said obese isn't the right word. I'm just chubby. I said, buddy, you're
Chubby.
obese.
Okay, well, I picture obese as, like, somebody who's too big they can't move.
Like those shows,
Yeah, but
1,000-pound sisters.
they're also like
But,
6'4".
yes, technically, no.
For your height, you're obese.
Yes,
Everybody on
I
this couch is
understand
obese.
that.
I don't know
Everybody's
about you,
Dude, I'm definitely obese. 100%.
dude.
I stepped on the scale today. Them numbers said do 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 do. I said,
How much do you weigh? I say
dude,
two.
how long ago was it that I was on the diet? How long ago was that?
235.
About a year ago.
I know.
Okay, so a year
235.
ago, right there at it, I dropped like 25 pounds. I weighed 215. 215. Right now, 245.
I said 235.
Yeah, well,
You don't look.
I'm a
like
whole
that,
load
though,
of damn.
Well, see, I don't even weigh that much.
because you're 5'10".
I'm just short, so it makes me compact.
Because like, it would be hard for you to get any bigger. Like, that's not even hating. But Matthew is 6 inches taller than you, and he weighs 10 pounds more than you. So
I've been trying to get in the gym, but somebody won't go.
I've been busy. There's been too much.
We
stuff
all
going
need to
on
go,
in my
but the
life.
thing, I mean, we all have so much crap going on.
There's been
I
so
just
much
told
stuff
Logan
going
I'm
on.
gonna start going by myself after work, and then when he starts seeing progression, I don't want him to ask to start going.
Dude, he's gonna
'Cause I
walk
know
up
that's
into
how he's
work
gonna
one day.
be.
He's gonna be all,
I
y'all
want-
buns and thighs.
He's gonna hit one. He came to work one day after he went to the gym with his cousins, and he complained all day about how sore he was.
Okay, because
Well-
I was stupid about how I went about it. I was doing max weight when I haven't been to the gym.
What's
in
your
months.
max?
On what?
Like deadlift. What's your max? Like 150?
My deadlift max was over 500.
Yeah, because you don't go far off the ground.
See, there's always excuses.
No, I'm trying
And
to
when
be a
I
hater.
benched, I had 235 was my max.
Bro, was bouncing it.
Huh?
That's pretty.
I'm just trying to
impressive.
be a hater because I hope it'll motivate you.
That's pretty impressive.
Why? See, I don't understand that. Why do you hate? He's the
Hate-
biggest
you
hater
use
that I
hate
know.
as motivation.
But I'm not gonna. Some people don't work like that.
Hate is one of the biggest motivators.
Yeah,
Just
but-
like all the
Work
people
like that
down in this
because, like,
podcast.
Like, what if somebody commented on this podcast and been like, "Stump's ugly, I don't like him." What would you do? Sit in your room and cry? No,
No,
you would
I'd
use
just
that as
flip
like
them off. I don't give a fuck.
exactly. That's the mentality you got to have. That's another thing that's wrong with the world is people are too soft.
I mean,
I'm not saying you're soft. I'm just saying like people in general can't take hate. Like and it's more in men than it
stuff
ever
like that's
was.
different. But when you're like, obviously, I know you're joking, but if you're just doing it to be like a dick, then it's
Yeah.
different.
I mean, I'm not being serious. So, I don't want you to like off yourself.
I like how he talks with the mic like it's a drink. He's holding it there like you're holding it like it's a beer. Because when you start talking, you do this.
Wait,
Like
what?
you're like, I ain't even saying nothing, dude. Like you, I don't know. It's like
Now
it's a
he's-
beer in your hand.
Now he's gonna be insecure about it.
No,
Oh,
I
damn.
said no. It just adds to the personality. I like it. It's funny. It's like you're trying to explain yourself and you're shrugging your shoulders.
He's
and
got a
you're doing
really
this.
bubbly personality, and he's
He
built
does
like
a little
bubble.
bubbly.
How would y'all describe my personality? Be honest. Do I have a good personality?
It ain't big.
Ain't nothing about you big, buddy.
Whoa.
Ooh, haven't seen that screen in a long time. But no, your personality's top tier, dude.
Well,
All right, doubter.
you're like an 8 out of 10.
Dude, see, this is what I'm telling. This is what I'm saying. This
I
dude
just love
se-
being your hater.
This dude secretly hates me.
I don't
swear.
hate you. I actually like you. Pause.
Well,
But like, I think you're a good person. Majority of the time.
majority.
Nah, I actually.
No, it's not. Here's the thing. He's saying I think. He needs to say I know you're a good
I told
person.
Matthew last
It's
night.
obvious you're a good person.
I told Matthew last night that I'm going to start listening to you, and then I haven't listened to anything you said today.
He hasn't listened to me since.
But you have literally been right about every situation, and you
'Cause
know
I'm good at reading people.
you know all the situations going on right now, especially, and you have been correct about every single one of them. You and another person I know, and that's crazy. And Matthew,
I've been right about some of it.
you've been right about most of it.
I just don't
except for-
trust
Well,
this.
Yeah,
It kind of just goes back to how close we've become over the past few, I guess, well, close to a
why do
year
you say
now.
that so romantically? Kind of just comes back to how close we are.
Well, I mean, that was for a short amount of time.
No, we got
pretty close.
We became really good friends really fast. But it's
Well,
because
you
That's
we're
a
like
good thing.
sometimes stuff like that just happens.
our friendship works well,
Maybe,
and I mean,
maybe God knew we needed each other.
Speaking of God, I had an older guy walk up to us today while we were grocery shopping, and he asked. He said, "Is it okay if I give your, daughters a quarter so they can get something?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he was like, "Well, may God bless y'all." I said, "You too."
bro, yesterday I'm telling you, yesterday was Sunday. Went to church. The minute I sat down in my chair, the chair at church, I got a text from my mom saying that my CT scan came back negative.
Screamed.
Huh?
I said, "I bet that chair screamed." He said, "That chair seen Logan coming." It's, oh God.
I mean, it started,
Literally.
it started sweating bullets.
Here we go again.
Anyway.
Logan's big ass backing it up.
Brace for
Are they
impact.
metal?
Matthew might be my biggest hater.
Are they metal chairs or are they wooden?
They're metal.
Metal?
Yes.
Thank God. They steel? They gotta be. They gotta be steel beams.
Steel beams is crazy.
I'm sorry, buddy. But yes, continue.
I don't even know where I was. You threw me off.
Church, good
Oh, yeah.
day, sitting
Got
on the
to
porch
church.
here.
Stop talking about the chair.
Did he make it?
Who?
The chair. That means he has to suffer again. How many weeks you been doing this?
A long time.
Damn.
It's not always the
That
same
chair's
chair.
gonna eventually just give up.
He's gonna get sit in it one day.
Nah, it's just gonna see Logan and it's like, you know what?
You know-
F
This is the end of the last episode. Was
I'm
the
done.
exact same way.
Awesome. Okay, keep going.
You
How's
guys
your
are
day?
bullies.
How keep going.
I don't even want to talk about it. You ruined my day.
Well, you ruined the chairs. Life.
I don't know. Yesterday was a good day. Until it wasn't.
Until about
9:30
10,
last night.
10,
10.
yeah.
Yeah. It was. Yesterday was one of the best days I've had in a very long time.
it was. It was a good day. I guess it's time to wrap it up.
You don't do that.
It's
do you?
something I ain't good at.
Clearly.
I think we're gonna kind of stick to the shorter, simpler, sweeter episodes. It seems like they're working a little bit better.
Yeah, we're
You
flowing
said
better.
you said somebody.
I don't remember who it was. Somebody messaged me and said that they like the shorter episodes.
Well, I,
I mean,
feel like the shorter episodes kind of keep
It's easier to
people's
watch.
attention span
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
more locked in.
They ain't got to sit there for a whole extra 30, 40 minutes.
I honestly think unless we have a guest, there's no reason to go over an hour.
Well, until we build like a big audience. Because, when we're starting to grow, we're going to want people's attention span to be
When are you gonna start
Stump's a
growing?
grower, not a shower.
Clearly.
fast.
When are you gonna start growing? Like in all seriousness.
I think I'm done growing.
Damn. You try Miracle Grow?
That's for weeds.
It might help him. You never know.
Nah, I'm perfect the way I am, buddy.
You ever tried Slim Fast?